Hi everyone. A couple of guys wanted to know how to do valve stem seals, and I just happened to be halfway through doing them. So just a quick vid. I might rush this, so I might be a little bit rough, but I don't want the video to go forever, so please excuse that. First thing I'll suggest is this is an on-vehicle valve spring remover. Best thing you can do with this for a Pajero is throw it in the bin. I'll show you the setup I've got in a moment, but this is just a tube setup. We've got a Nido fitting here for my airline. This end here is the spark plug thread size. We're simply going to put this in the spark plug hole. Might not be the best footage, guys, but it's the best I can do at the moment because I want to do the video, but I've also got to get the job done. Okay, so I'll tighten that up. Damn it! Okay. Sand on the... What this tube does, obviously, screws into the spark plug hole. I'm going to hook my hose up to it, and it's going to pressurize the combustion chamber to prevent the valves from falling into the combustion chamber. So this is on-car valve stem seal removal. Another way of doing it is pulling the head completely off and doing it on the bench, which I must admit is easier, but at the same time it's a lot more work. So I'll stick my hose on. Can turn just a little bit from the pressure. So that'll maintain pressure in the combustion chamber. Now I've got this little doodad here, okay, which goes onto this bar here. This is part of my on-vehicle valve spring removal tool. About 120 bucks worth, so pretty cheap deal, and they work well. So I'll stick this on here, and okay, have you got focus on that?
I can't see.
Yeah, okay. Now if I just pull this down now, the valve is actually going down with it, so I've got to wait for the pressure to build up. Sometimes it gets a bit sticky, so you've got to give it a couple of nudges, right? The other thing I do, now I'm not suggesting this is the right way, wrong way, this is simply my way. I put a magnetic pickup tool just at the top of the valve, so when I do push it down, I usually come from your side. I'm trying to do it from this side so you've got a better view, but we'll see how we go. So when I do push it down, the collets come free. The magnet will pick up the collets and I won't lose them. Okay, so we just have to give this a second to build up pressure. I'll give it a try now. I'll set that up, pull down on it, still not enough pressure. What I have found though is sometimes those collets get stuck, so if I just give it a bit of a nudge like that, sometimes it comes loose. In this case, you can hear the compressor in the background. Gonna have to wait for the compressor to actually stop. All right, stop now. So hopefully, there we go. Let's let go. Okay, oops, got my two collets there. All right, so I'll get this magnetic tool out the way. I'll release this lever. Pull the spring out. So that's your valve sitting there. The compressed air in the combustion chamber is keeping it up. That's your valve stem seal there. Now, there is actually a proper valve stem seal removal tool. Unfortunately, I don't have one at the moment. So what I do is I just get a start with it with the screwdriver, which I can't get the right angle on this one, but I just peel it up. Oh, and off she goes, disappeared. Make sure that everything around the ring is also come off, the retaining ring. Okay, that little bit there. Now bear with me a second. Okay, new valve stem seal. Stick it over the top of the valve. Push it down. And I've got this little tool here, which at this end, it's just the right size to put over over the top of the valve stem seal, like so. And I've misplaced my hammer for the time being, so it'll be a little bit rough. And I'll just give that a little bit of a tap. That's it, the valve stem seal is in. It's in position. We'll get our spring, put it back in position. This is considerably easier when you've got a friend helping you. Try not to drop the collet like I just did. Okay, so what I do, stick the collet in one side and the other side. Okay, so the collet's sitting in there like so, and now I've just got to leave the spring back down. So I get my lever back in there, get it in position, a little bit of pressure on it. Okay, once I've got the pressure on, stick my thumb on, push the spring down, help the collets go down with it. And just because I'm videoing it, it's giving me a hard time. Okay, so what's happened now is one of the collets has actually dislodged, but you get the idea. We've got one collet there holding the spring in. Obviously, if it went very well, the second collet would have been in there, and that's your valve stem seal done. Times that by, hang on, 2, 4, 6, yeah, times that by 24, and you'll all be done. While you're at it, new spark plugs, new rocker cover gaskets, because as you all know, they're very prone to leaking. Put your manifold back on and away you go. Your smoker idle will be no longer. Thanks guys.